It's the afternoon. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we've come out this afternoon to do a bit of recording for no other reason than it's a nice afternoon, and I wanted to share it with everybody. It's absolutely beautiful. No agenda, no subjects to talk about, except talking about the landscape around us and what a beautiful day it is. We here in the UK have been promised a bit of a heat wave. And I think that's the beginning. I think this is the beginning of it now. It's quite warm. There's breeze. I can see the breeze in the trees, but we must be sheltered here because there's nothing. It's very peaceful. The grass is quite still. Molly's behind me. It's the second walk of the day. She's just snuffling about, and I just wanted to describe this beautiful countryside. I can hear birds in the trees in front of me. And this is one of our usual spots where we just sit on a bench and look over. And it's different every day, and I've said this before. You can come out every day and it's different. There's something different about it. The light's different, the wind's different, the clouds are different. Everything is different, it's unique. So don't think when you go for a walk it's the usual walk, because it's never usual. There's nothing usual about it. It's always different, and it's beautiful here. There's a field in front of us, a huge field, and there's still buttercups in it, and then trees, deciduous woodland beyond it of mature, big mature oak and ash and elm and horse chestnut and all sorts of things. And it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's this. We just had to come out. I think I'm overwalking Molly a little bit when the weather gets like this. She wants to come out, but like this morning, I had to dictate that we finish the walk. I was the one, because she wanted to stay out, and I'm thinking, right, no, you've had enough. Your leg will be playing up if we're not careful. Anyway, she's, as soon as I looked like I was coming out this afternoon, she sprung up like a spring lamb and wanted to come out, and now she's at the side of me here, enjoying every minute of it, and we're enjoying every minute of it. Beautiful days. You've got to make the most of beautiful days, haven't you? Listen to that. Can you hear that? Have you noticed that whenever you say listen to that, it stops? Thank you very much, Mr. Birdie. Beautiful. I can hear grasshoppers in the grass at the side of me here. Not crickets like you have over in the States that make a racket. We've got them, but they're a lot smaller. They're only tiny. They're only about yay big. And I can hear them in the grass all around me now, just making that little crickety noise, but quite quiet. And there's lots of different plants in the grass here, because it's quite marshy at the side of the ground here. It kind of holds the water, so you get all sorts of different plants. And it just all adds to the day. It all adds to the experience, doesn't it? I love it. Take your time, no rush, get out here, wherever you are. Whether you're somewhere where it's quite damp and lush, like in the UK, or whether you're somewhere where it's cold and bleak, or whether you're somewhere where it's hot and arid, there will be beauty there. So wherever you are, there will be beauty. There can even be beauty in an urban landscape, so there is no excuse. You have no excuse. You have no excuse not to get out, fill your lungs with some fresh air, clear your mind, feel that warmth of the sun, or the wind, or the rain, or whatever. Just feel that experience. And it's beautiful, and I'm glad we came out again. It's so easy, isn't it? It's so easy to stay in. It's like when you're not well, and you sit on the couch, and you sit there for days, and then by the time you're better, you don't really want to go out, do you? You don't really want to get up. You've got used to being on the couch, you got used to doing nothing. And it's the same when you sit in and you look out through the window and you can see a nice day. But it's just that initial getting up, like when the runner going out training, that first step over the threshold is the hardest part, and after that it's just all a great experience. So it's the hardest part, it's just getting out there, and after that it's all a great experience. I mean, this is perfect. If you're going to have an English day, an English summer day, this is it. There's a breeze, but the breeze is picked up because I think we've come out of the sheltered spot over there. The breeze is picked up, but it's warm. It's a warm breeze. And the sun's warm on my face. And we're actually on a tarmac path here. And it's in the sun. And there will be a certain amount of heat being reflected off that. Walking through the hawthorn. It's all very beautiful. Now we walk into the shade and the temperature drops, but it's still very pleasant. And there are conifers over to our right here because there's a building. There's a house over to my right beyond these trees, and these have been planted around it. These aren't the natural deciduous trees that grow in this area of the Northern Europe. They've been planted there. And they must have been planted a while ago because they're absolutely enormous. And now we're heading into, from here it looks very, very dark. A very dark path. But it's not actually, once you enter into it, and it's cool. The temperature's dropped again and it's very green, and in front of us, let me show you, it's almost like a tunnel. The trees on either side are growing up and have formed like an arch over the top. Now this is actually a landscaped area. This was planted by Lord Leverhulme in the early 1900s. But it's grown, it's been here so long, 120 odd years, that it's natural, it's blended in. And this arch of trees and branches and leaves above us with the light coming through it, like this dapple light, and looking into it in its bright greens, and even the sunlight coming through is full of different colours of green, sparkling away. And it feels natural, it feels like it's been here forever. Just like me, I feel like I've been here forever. Where's Molly? There she is, strolling along behind us. We're just taking our time. Now, I've just FaceTimed my mum, and I don't want to talk about my family, because I tend to talk about them a little bit and nobody's interested. It's like talking about your family to people is like showing them your holiday photographs. Nobody's really that bothered either way. But my mum has just moved. Now, my mum is 97, has lived in this area for 97 of those 97 years. My brother lives in a little village in North Yorkshire, about 120 miles away, and it's absolutely beautiful with the little stream, a little village stream going through it. And my mum has been saying to me for a couple of years, I'm tired, I've had enough, I want to go now, and it's all hard work and I can't keep the house going. And she's almost stone deaf. She has to walk using a frame. She's very bad on her feet because she lost her hearing many, many years ago, and she's no balance. She's all over the place. She looks drunk most of the time, and she's had enough, and it was horrible. I used to go down every Tuesday and I couldn't sleep on Monday night because I knew I was going to get grief. There was no good news at all. And then she just decided there's like a sheltered accommodation. It's loads of flats within like a warden controlled area, but you know, you've got complete independence. She's got her own apartment and everything like that. And she just decided that she was going to apply. She was going to sell the house and apply for one of these and just move up North Yorkshire. Completely do it. 97 years of age. And she did it. And there was a bit of a struggle to get in because basically they are only for the locals, or the locals have priority, but they had got one area, they had one apartment free And Pete's quite well known in the village, my brother, and anyway, she managed to get it. And she put the house up for sale, and the house sold within 2 days for the asking price. Everything was going right, and everything did go right. Everything went perfectly, and she was in tears because of the stress that she was under just to do this move. And then she got up there, and then I FaceTimed her, and I have never seen such a change in a person in my life. Before, when she looked her age, when she looked every one of her 97 years, and she was down and her shoulders were slumped, and she wasn't the bright, vivacious woman I remember from years ago. Because remember Dad died when she was in the late 40s, and she took up golf and she became like award-winning golf and all. So she was a remarkable woman. So when she started going downhill, I think she just got angry and frustrated at life. But I have never seen such a difference. She's bright. She's grinning all over the place. She's telling me about everything she's doing, and she said it's the best thing she's ever done in her life. Sunday, it was Sunday when I texted today, but before that, I texted her on Sunday because it was Father's Day and my daughter had come down. So that means, I FaceTimed her, so that means I could get my daughter on it as well. And we were talking then, and she's there, she's got a gin and tonic before a tea and everything like that, and she was having a wonderful time. So it's never too late. Just remember that. If you're getting on in years, or even if you're not getting on in years, if you're just getting on in life, and even if you're young and you feel like you're in a rut and you feel like everything you're doing isn't quite fulfilling you, but it seems like too much work or too risky for you to do because you're comfortable in your comfortable life, and that is a trap we shouldn't fall into. We get comfortable. We're comfortable in our way of life. We're comfortable in our way of thinking. We're comfortable in our morals, and they aren't always the comfortable things we should be putting up with. We need to search for the things we are genuinely comfortable with, the things we want. Like my mum, 97, she decided to do this. And I was like, oh my God, no, this is going to kill her off. And she did it. And it worked out well. So just aim for that little thing. It doesn't have to be much. But if it's something that you think, that will take a bit of effort. Do I really want to? That will take a bit of risk. Do I really want to? Because nothing is worth it without the effort and the risk, is it? It doesn't have to be catastrophic. You don't have to make a move that will which could have done to my mum, kind of polished her off. If she hadn't liked it, it may have sent her into depression, but as luck would have it, it was the best thing she ever did. So you don't have to do anything as drastic as that, but just aim for something that seems a little awkward, seems a little put you out. Oh, I'd rather just sit here and be all right because I know I'm safe. I know nothing's going to happen to me. And if I just sit here and make a cup of tea every morning, if I just sit here and go to the same job that I don't like, if I just sit here and take the same course that everybody's told me to take at school so that I fit into that little category. I didn't do that. When I was young, I was going to go to Teachers Training College. I was down for Teachers Training College very shortly before I did that. I dropped out and went into the forestry, and as luck would have it, I had a very supportive father, and he knew that it was almost like he was living his life vicariously through me. He knew that the important thing was for me to do what I was happy with. And you know, I've never regretted it for a day. I've never made any money. When I went into the forestry, there was no money in it at all. And I loved it. And it put me in touch with this, and this is what I've surrounding myself with ever since. So just aim for that little goal. And here we are in a woodland, about 3 o'clock now in the afternoon. It's beautiful. The weather is beautiful, the temperature is beautiful, the breeze is beautiful, the sound of the birds is beautiful, Molly trotting behind me is beautiful. Everything is good, and it's like you've got to make the most of these moments. Make the most of these moments and make the most of life. That's probably one of the most cliched, rubbish comments I could have come out with. But there's no other way to put it, really, is there? Make the most of life. Take a bit of a risk. Don't fall on your ass. I mean, don't get yourself a huge mortgage and then decide to do something completely stupid. I mean, you have to think these things through. But if there's something out there that you think, I'd rather do that, I'd like to try that, perhaps that would be my future, at least investigate it. Because if you don't, you will revisit it. You will come back in future and say, what if? Why didn't I? And somebody else has done it. You think, well, they did it and I could have done it, and now it's too late. But it's never too late. As my mother has proved, it is never too late. Bird song. And we're going to carry on just walking. We're going to come out in the woodlands now, out of the woodlands into the sun in a minute, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And this is all I wanted to do today. It was like we were coming out, so I thought I might as well bring you out for a walk. Come out for a walk. So I thought that's what we might do. Oh, there's nothing nicer than if you're in a woodland than seeing through the woodland, and you can see beyond it, and you can see patches of sunlight on the grass. I think that's a great thing. I'm coming up to a junction now. Molly will decide which way we go, because Molly always does decide which way we go. I have to get to a junction, and they have to walk one way and then walk the other way, and then she'll just stand there, and then I'll walk one way and then she'll follow me, and that's the one she wanted to go down. So that's what we're going to do in a minute. And I don't mind, because I'm doing nothing else. Because I've found my spot. I've found my happy place. You know, you find yours. Perhaps you've found it already, and in which case, good for you. And we shall see you all on the flip. Peace and love.